like caged kind of cell with with I would say like rough stone walls and hot dusty floors and probably 14,000 degree atmosphere. And could you imagine an atmosphere with people screaming so loud that it is so deafening? Smells so horrible you couldn't even bear it, but you have to. There's no way out. No way. You're so weak you can't even move. You can barely move. Why am I telling you this? I want to tell you why I'm telling you this. There's a lot of churches today that don't preach on a couple things. They don't preach on Revelations, and they don't preach on hell. Well, I'm not going to be one of those churches. I am going to preach on both things. They're afraid of losing some of their congregation. It's not that I'm afraid of losing the congregation. I want to get the word out there. Okay, let's go to Psalms chapter 11, verse 16. Okay. 16. Let me look at that again. Oh, no. Chapter 11, verse 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. We go down here. That's not one of them all things. No. Okay. I'm going to go to Psalms. I'm just going to read these off. You could follow me if you want to. Psalms 73:18. Surely thou then set them in slippery places. Thou cast them down into destruction. Now look, I'm going to read a few more, then I'm going to stop and I'm going to explain. Then I'm going to continue from there, okay? This is Psalms chapter 88, verse 4. I am counted with them that go down into the pit. I am a man that hath no strength. Think about that. You are counted along with them that go down into the pit. You are a man that has no strength. Just like I said, okay? You're a man, you're in hell, you're laying on the floor, you have no strength, okay? You're void of any kind of strength. But you're tormented night and day. You're kept up. You're slaughtered, you're beaten, you're in a pit of fire. And think about being put in a pit of fire of lava, okay? Think about how horrible that would feel here. Well, I would say it was probably 1,000 times worse there. Let me read this again. I am counted with them that go down into the pit. I am a man that hath no strength. And if you want to write this down, this is Psalms chapter 88, verse 4. Psalms chapter 140, verse 10. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. Let me read that one more time. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. Now think about that. Think about just being cast into the lake of fire, and you not being able to rise up out of that again. Everything you've worked hard for, everything you've achieved in life, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter no more. Everything's gone. Your life is gone. Your family, your love, everything, it's all gone. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters no more. Okay? All you got there is all you have there anymore is your memories. That's all you got now. And your memories will torment you, because you will constantly think while you're being tormented. You know, I wish I could go back there. I wish I could do this. I wish I could do that, but you can't. While you're being tormented by demons or fire or whatever is going on, you can't. Everything that you had in life is gone now. You are completely isolated and separated from everybody. You have no fellowship from anybody. You will never see you will never ever see your family again. All you will see and feel is constant torment. That's it. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. This is Proverbs chapter 7, verse 27. Her house is on the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Now, chambers, meaning, why would they use the word chambers? Because chambers would mean what? A room. A room meaning a cell or a jail cell. So it means an actual room, okay? Hell is an actual place. It is real. Just like here, heaven, it is real. So when we talk about hell, you've got to get it in your mind that it is real. It is a real place of torment. It is a real place of death. I'm going to read it one more time. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. Now, I want to talk to kind of the men out there for a minute. Okay? Let me put it in your mind for a minute, guys. We all know how we walk past you're out with your girl, and a pretty girl walks by and your head turns, right? Well, make sure your head stays straight, because adultery will only get you into that change. Adultery will get you into that chamber. Stay faithful to your wife. Do not cheat on her. Okay, we're going to go to Isaiah chapter 14, verses 9 and 10. Okay? 9 and 10. Here we are. Hell from beneath is removed. from thee to meet thee at thy coming. It is strength up from the dead, for thee even at the chief ones of the earth. It hath rised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? That's also talking about people who have gone to hell and who have become weak. Verse 2 is kind of a little hard to understand, but I want you all to go to Isaiah chapter 24, verse 22. Once again, I'll give you a little time to get there while I get mine set up. Good. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and they shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days they shall be visited. I want to read that to you one more time. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and they shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall be visited. Think about a big open pit, okay? And everybody's standing in it. Okay? Just think about a big, deep, open pit. Think about the biggest, deepest pit you can think of that millions of people can fit into, okay? Kind of get that image in your head, okay? Now, you got that image in your head? Okay. I'm going to stop here, then I'm going to start explaining some stuff, okay? Okay, got the image in your head? Alright. Now put lava in there. And put brimstone. Put smoke. Put them screaming. Put demons in there, okay? They're all around. People can't get out. Okay? Put jail cells everywhere. Demons inside these cells all around them, people being tormented, they're being torn apart, but their bodies, okay, are being recreated. Your arm gets pulled off, recreated. Your head gets done something to it, it's recreated. Okay? It's constant torment. Whatever's done to you, it's just you're in your spiritual body, so it's recreated. Everything's it's constant. It's hard for us to believe it here because we're here. But you know, when we die, it's a lot more easier for us to understand it than we are here, because this is all we see. It is what we see here. So this is what we're used to seeing, is just this. You know, we're not used to seeing the spiritual world, so we're like, yeah, okay, you know. So we're not used to seeing that, so it's more harder for us to understand that part of the world. So in order to understand that, and to understand God's Word, that's what we call faith. Hell is real, ladies and gentlemen. Believe me, it is real. Heaven is real. God gave man a choice. You don't have to go to hell. I don't have to go to hell, and I really don't want to go to hell. And I've done some bad things in my life. I've done some really bad things in my life, believe me. Oh man, I knew when I started drinking Mountain Dew, my back was going to kill me with my kidney stones. Ugh. But yeah, some of the bad things I've done. I've there's just things that drinking and drugs that just it drives you to do, yeah. You know, when I first started this ministry, I wasn't quite sure at what I was doing. So I was still kind of like in my kind of like my sinful life, so to speak. So the videos I was doing, it was kind of like half and half, and I was very shameful of doing those videos. And I was about to take them down last night. I heard a voice telling me not to take them down. So, once again, I apologize deeply to all the viewers, all the subscribers, all the followers. I'm sorry. I want to thank everybody for following us. You know, it is a tremendous blessing to have so many people following our ministry. It's just, you know, every time I check Facebook and YouTube, it's just a tremendous blessing to see how the church continues to grow. So, hey, you know, if you see my wife or me out there, don't be afraid to come up to us and say hi. You know, say hi. You know, I seen you on the internet. Ain't you that God's Word ministry TV preacher? Okay. I'm not gonna snap your head off. I know sometimes I walk around like this. That's because I don't like being at the store. Okay. Okay. Let's move on, because after I do this, I've got to go to the store, and I'm not gonna like that. Let's move on to Isaiah chapter 59, verses 9 and 10. Okay. Therefore is judgment far from us, neither doth just overtake us. We wait for light, but behold, obscurity for brightness, but we walk in darkness. We grope for the wall, like the blind, and we grope as we had no eyes. We stumble at the noonday, as in the night. We are in desolate places as dead men. Now that last verse, we are in desolate places as dead men. That's what hell is. You are in desolate places as dead men. Okay, we are coming into our last couple verses here. I want you to look at Jonah chapter 2 verse 2 and Jonah chapter 2 verse 6. Okay. And said, I cried by by reason of mine affliction. I believe that's what that says. Hold on just a minute. Affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me out of the belly of hell. He heard me out of the belly of hell. He cried, I am, thou heardest my voice. You want to move down to verse 6. That was kind of, just seemed kind of hard for me to read somehow. I went down to the bottoms of the mountains of the earth, where her bars were about me forever. Yet hast thou brought up my life from corruption, O Lord my God. Now listen to that. The bottom of the earth where the bars are, okay? Now, why would there be bars at the bottom of the earth? Prison cells? What we was talking about, what we was talking about earlier, right? It says, you know, you be cast down into destruction. Let's go to Matthew chapter 13. We're looking at verses 49 and 50. So shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and so shall cast them into the furnace of fire, and they shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. I want to read that to you one more time, okay? So it shall be so shall it be at the end of the world. The angels shall come forth and sever the wicked from among the just, and shall cast them into the furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. The wicked from the just. What does just mean? Well, if you read the story of Joseph and Mary, Joseph was a just man before God, right? Just means that he was perfect. You know, he was a sinless man, right? Me, no. By a long shot. A sinless man, no. But he was also a very righteous man. Joseph was a very righteous man before God, a very humble man before God. And he took Mary where the angel